Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have give the introduction about Terraform, and then we have learned about how to download and install the Terraform and how we can download the AWS Terraform plugins in our local machine. That is what we have discussed in the last session. In today's session, we are going to learn about how to create EC2 machine with the help of Terraform. But before starting off this particular topic, any question anyone have, please raise your hand. Anyone have any question? Oh, look like no one has any question. So we can start with the today's topic, how to create EC2 machine. So first of all, what I'm going to do it is I'm going to activate my access key and secret key, which we have created previous session. Because after the session, what I have done is I have disabled that access key and secret key. Users. Go to our user security credentials. And it is showing inactive. I'm going to make it active. Done. So we are able to activate this particular access key and secret key. Now, in this previous session, we have created this particular folder called Terraform 360. We have put our provider details, and with the help of provider details, we are able to download these plugins by using the command called Terraform init. Now, in today's session, we are going to learn about how to create EC2 machine. To create this EC2 machine, the code is already ready from my side for this session. So I'm going to use this particular code. In previous session, we have discussed it. Terraform file extension always needs to be .tf. So I'm going to download the Terraform file. Here I put. Now, usually whenever we are creating EC2 machine by using our AWS console, we need to provide a lot of details. We need to provide AMI, we need to provide security group, we need to provide instance type, we need to provide volume details. Lot of things we have to provide. But when I'm trying to create EC2 machine with the help of Terraform, do we need to provide all those things? No. I'm just providing only two details. I'm providing AMI, and then I'm providing the instance type. Why I'm providing only two things? The reason because when we are creating with the help of Terraform, there are only few things they have given as mandatory. Other than things, they have not given as mandatory. So it means other things are not mandatory. Other things they have set as default. So whatever the details they have as a default one, system will keep those details automatically. We don't need to provide those details. Yes, if you are providing those details, then system will override. So how to do that, we will see in upcoming session. Now, first of all, to create any resource in Terraform, but if you want to create any resource with the help of Terraform, we need to know which resource we are going to create. Once we know the resource, then we need to find its resource type. What is this? This is syntax. Then here we have AWS underscore instance. Now, what is this AWS underscore instance? AWS underscore instance is the resource type. And every single resource, whichever we are going to create with the help of Terraform in AWS, every resource is having different resource type. This is for EC2 machine. You can create Linux one, you can create Windows one. It's same for both. AWS underscore instance is the resource type. How can I know this is the instance type? Those things we are going to discuss in upcoming session once we learn about how to read the codes in Terraform website. That time we are going to discuss it, not right now. So AWS underscore instance is the resource type. With the help of this one, we can create EC2 machine. So this is called as resource type. Then here I have given EC2. Now what is this EC2? EC2 is the local name given to this particular EC2 machine. It is local name. Like when we are trying to create EC2 machine by using console, what are the first thing we are doing it? We are giving the name. But this name which we are giving it is getting stored in AWS. But this name which we are giving here, EC2, this name is not going to store in AWS. This is the local name which is only going to store in Terraform. This particular local name, EC2 name, you will not see anywhere in AWS. Because this is local name. Local name is, this name is only going to store in Terraform. How to give the name for our EC2 machine, those things we will discuss in upcoming session. Right now, this is mandatory. Resource type, and then we have given as local name, it is mandatory. And local name can be any name. It can be your name also. Resource type can't be. Resource type is mandatory. This is given from Terraform. So you can't give something else to create EC2 machine. This is mandatory. But local name can be any name. Then here we have given the AMI. Here is my AMID. And here we have given the instance type T2.mic. But when you're doing practice here, we have to do some changes. Every time we have to change the AMID because the AMID which is given is an old one. So we have to change the AMID. So let me note down one AMID. So actually I need to delete some volume which is there in my account. Let me delete those also. We go to AMI. So here is that AMI. Here is the AMI ID I'm noting down, which I'm going to use. Role S. I'm just noting down this in my notepad also. And once I click on save, system has created one backup file, which we don't need it. This is, I'm going to delete. Yeah. So we are able to create our Terraform file. We have given the AMID and we have given the instance type T2 dot. Now, what is the next step? Next step is we have to open the command prompt and change the direction, change the folder here. That so D colon, so C drive, sorry, CD, the path, and then D colon, we are able to change the path. Now I'm enabling the chat box. Anyone can tell me which command should I run now to create the EC2 machine. We have discussed 4 commands in previous session. One command we have used in previous session called Terraform init. Then also we have discussed few more commands. Anyone in the chat box can let me know which command should we run. Okay. I got the correct answer. Let's just see which one. Terraform apply. To create any, so the first thing what we are doing it is we are going to create Terraform apply. So with the help of Terraform apply, we can read the details whichever we have given it. We are already able to see in our file also, but with Terraform apply also we can read the details. So once we create the plan, it will take little time. Sorry. Hmm. I need to cancel, not Terraform apply, sorry, Terraform plan we actually have to create. Sorry, let me type as more here. So Terraform plan we have to create, sorry, not apply. First, we have to create a plan. In our upcoming sessions, I'm going to actually show you some shortcuts also, which we can use for our practice purpose. So we'll save little time for our practice purpose. We'll learn those. So we are creating a plan. Done. So once we create our plan, you can see here the AMID which we are getting it, instance type we are getting as T2.micro. Other thing it is showing me as known after apply. Some are their default details which they have given it. Known after apply. And how many resources we are trying to create? Only one. One to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So we are creating one EC2 machine. So it is showing us as. Now, once we execute the plan, what is the next thing we have to do? We have to apply that. So just use Terraform. Apply. Taking some time. That. Now, once we apply again, we are able to see the same details, which we have seen with plan also. Again, we are able to see the same details. But now they are asking us to type as yes for approval. So if I want to create that particular resource, I need to give the approval. For approval, it will only accept one single word, yes. Other than yes, if you are going to type, that is going to consider as no. So type as yes, press it. So they start creating our EC2 machine. They have created one EC2 machine. Now we can see our AWS console also. Here I'm able to see the EC2 machine. You can see there is no name we are getting it because we didn't give any name to the EC2 machine. We didn't give any security group. We didn't give any key pair. So let's see what are the details we got. Scroll on right side. Security group, they have used the default one. Key name, there is no key name. They didn't assign any key to our EC2 machine here because we didn't give any access key. That's why. We didn't give any key pair. That's why they didn't give any key pair. We didn't give any security group. So they have used the default security. In our upcoming sessions, we are going to learn about how to create security group with the help of Terraform and how we can link our security group to EC2 machine with the help of Terraform, how we can create a key pair also. With the help of Terraform, we are going to learn all those things in our upcoming session, even how to create elastic IP, how we can assign elastic IP, all those things we will going to continue in upcoming session. So any question anyone have regarding this creation of EC2 machine, please raise your hand. Anyone have any doubt, any question, anything? Okay. No questions. So let's destroy this particular resource. Now, how we can destroy this particular resource? We have discussed one more command in our previous session called Terraform destroy. With the help of Terraform destroy command, we can delete this particular resource. So once we complete our practice, make sure we are going to delete the resources. So to delete the resources, we have a command Terraform destroy. Once we run this particular command, what we have to do, we have to again give the approval. Like while creating a resource, that time we have to give the approval. Same way, while destroying the particular resource, also we have to give the approval. Now see, it is asking for approval. So type as yes. Now, they are destroying the resource. Now, in the Terraform, you will see three signs. Plus means we are adding a resource, means we are creating a resource. Minus means you are trying to destroy a resource. See here, right now we are able to see minus sign. Minus means we are trying to destroy the resource. And then you will see one more sign here called tilt sign. It means you are doing some changes in your existing resource. When you're trying to do some changes in your existing resource, that time you can see the tilt sign. Deletion means minus, creation means plus sign you will see there. In our upcoming session, we will see the tilt sign also when we are trying to do some changes in existing resources. So right now we have seen plus and minus. Taking some time. So they have destroyed that particular resource. And if we see refresh here, here it is. Here we are able to see the. Anyone have any question? Okay. No questions. Now moving forward to our next thing is comments. How we can give comments in our Terraform file. To give comments in our Terraform file, we have three options. The first option is this hash option, which we have already used in this particular file also. Now, what is this? This is comments. So if you want to give any comments by using the hash option, we can use that. And the alternative of hash is two slashes we have. Two single lines, we can say that. This is also one alternative. It's up to you whichever you want to use, but these two are used for single line comments. Then if we have multiple lines, slash star and then star slash. In between of these two, you can give multiple lines of comments in your Terraform. Comments are very important because whenever we are writing some codes, we give the comments with the help of comments. Whenever in future anyone wants to read that particular code, he don't need to read the whole code. He can just read that particular command, and with the help of command, a person will get information what he or she trying to do in that particular file. So comments are very important. It is even easy for us also in future if you want to read a file. Like right now we have created file. After 1 year, if you're reading the file, might be we can't remember everything that what we have done under that file. So if you have those comments, you can read it so you can easily remember what you have done 1 year before in that particular. So this is how we can give the comments in our Terraform files. Now what I'm going to do it is I'm again going to create this EC2 machine. If I want to create the same EC2 machine again, I don't need to do anything. Just I can use Terraform plan and Terraform apply command. Again, I'm going to execute. Okay, and before that, I'm going to delete one file here right now. Why I have deleted, that we'll discuss later, because now I want to explain about that particular files. Done, apply done, Terraform plan done, Terraform apply we are going to do now. Click on yes. Sorry. So we have given us yes here. Done. So we are able to create our resources. Now, few minutes before we have discussed it about this is the local layer. Now, where we can see this local name. I said this local name is getting stored only in Terraform, but where we can see in Terraform. Now go to our Terraform folder. Now here we have one file called terraform.tf state. Now what is this terraform.tf state file? This is very important. I'm going to open this file. The name is Terraform. The extension of this file is .tf state. In this terraform.tf state file, you will see all the active resources details. If you have created one resource, two resource, or 1,000 resources, all the resources details, whichever you have created with the help of Terraform, you can see in this particular. So we have created how many resources? We have created only one single resource. So that particular resource I can see in this file. Here we can see the type. Here I can see the name, the local name EC2. And here I can see that particular EC2 machine details. All that complete details about that EC2 machine also I can see here. Which security group they have link. With subnet, we are getting it. What is it? Volume details. Private IP, public IP. Every single detail about that particular EC2 machine, I can see. So terraform.tf state file is very important. So if you are going to create any resource, you will see all the details. But in terraform.tf state file, you will only see the details about the active resources, whichever right now resources are active, means running state, running one or stopped one, those one we can see. But if we delete, can we see the details here in terraform.tf state? No. If you delete that particular EC2 machine, then you can't see that particular EC2 machine details here. So let's destroy the resource now. Type as yes. Taking some time. Now you can see they are asking us to reload the file. So I'm going to click on yes, reloaded. All the details about EC2 machine are deleted from it. This is just Terraform details are. Now, where those details are getting stored? Is there any file system is going to create where they are going to store those deleted resources details? Yes. Once we delete the resources, those details will move to a file called terraform.tstate.pack. Active resources details you will see in terraform.tstate. Deleted resources details you will see in terraform.tstate.pack. Here I will see. The resource which we have deleted right now, that particular resource details we are able to see. So these can be your interview questions where we can see the Terraform deleted resource details. It will see under a file called terraform.tfstate.backup. Active resource details we will see in terraform.tf. Now, any question anyone have regarding these two files? Please let me know. Okay. No one is raising hand. Look, guys, no one has any questions. So let's just move forward. Let's open another. Create Git repository. With the help of Terraform, we can also create a Git repository also. This is one thing which I'm going to teach you other than AWS. All the examples in this training, we are only going to discuss about AWS, but this is one single example where I'm going to teach you something about GitHub also. That with the help of Terraform, we can manage the Git repositories also. So can I use the same folder? No, I can't use the same folder. So I have to create one separate folder for this because their provided details are different. So what are the first thing we have to do it is, we have to provide the provider details and we have to download the plugins like we have done in the previous session. But to download the plugins, first I need to generate a token. Like in previous session for our AWS account, we have generated access key and secret key. Same way in GitHub, we can generate a token. So how we can do that? Click on your username, go to settings. Scroll down, developer settings. Click on personal access tokens. Tokens classic. I already have existing one, which I'm going to delete. Now click on generate new token classic. Give the name. I'm giving the name as token. The batch number is 360 here. And when you want the token to get expire, here we have a no expiration custom 7, 30, 60, 90 days option also. I just go with 7 days. Now here we can give the permissions. Whatever the permissions I want to give to this particular token, we can give as per our requirement. I'm just giving the create and delete permission. So I'm checking the checkbox. The first one, because with this we get the read create permission and read permission. And then here we have delete. With the help of this one, we are giving the delete permission also for our repository. Scroll down, generate token. Here I got the token. I'm noting down. Now we have to provide the provider details. So provide the provider details. Here I've given the particular link. This is the GitHub provider details. Here I'm getting. I can directly use from here also, or I have given my TF file, I can directly use those also. But in this particular file, I need to do one single change. What change we need to do? Let's see that. Open the file. This token we have to change. And as per my file, version is 5.0. But if I check the latest one, what is that version? 6.0. So just change this version also. 5 to 6. Other things are as it is same. No need to do any single change. Save. Done. Now I'm changing the location of my cursor. I'm in the Git 360. So which command we have to execute first? Terraform init. Done. So with Terraform init, they are able to download the Git plugins. Here. Now we have to create the repository. Here it is. Here it is. So here is my resource type, GitHub underscore repository. And here is the local name. And this is the name of the particular repository. This is the name. So this is resource type. This is local name. Now, what are these things? We didn't discuss till now. We'll discuss in our upcoming session what we call these things also. So here is the name. Here is the description and visibility we have given as private. We can create two types of repository, public and private one. I'm creating the private one. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how to read the codes in Terraform website. So that time we are going to discuss what are these things, what we call these things. That time we'll discuss. So our Terraform code is ready. I'm giving my repository name will be, oh, sorry, not provided. Let me just change the name, hyphen 360. Save. And I'm going to delete the backup file, which is not required. Done. And let's just use Terraform plan. Then our plan is ready. And how many resources we are trying to create? Only one. Here we are able to see the details. Then we have to execute this plan. To execute this plan, we have a command called Terraform. Once we click on apply, type apply, we have to give the approval. For approval, we have to type yes. Here is it. Terraform hyphen self hyphen get hyphen 360. So we are able to create our repository also with the help of Terraform. That's what we have discussed in previous session. They have more than 44, they have total 4,498 providers they have. One is AWS, one is Gate, one is Azure, one is Google. They have more 4,498 providers. So even with the help of Terraform, we can create our Git repository. Now, any question anyone have? Please let me know, or we are going to destroy the resource. Okay, no questions. So we are destroying the resource. Type as yes. And then we are able to destroy the resource. And even you can see here also we have two same files, terraform.tstate. We don't have anything. Terraform.tstate.backup. Here we have that particular resource. It is resource type and local name. Now, right now, what we have done it is we have run Terraform destroy command. So system has destroy resource. But let's take example. I have 10 resources. From those 10 resources, I want to delete one specific resource. Is there any option we have that we can specify the target? Yes, we have the option. So I'm going to create this resource again. So use Terraform plan, done, Terraform apply, type as yes. Done. If I run Terraform destroy command, you have one resource, two resource, or 1,000 resource. System will destroy all the resources. But I don't want to delete all the resources. Let's take example. I want to delete one specific resource. Right now, we have just only one. If I use Terraform destroy, or if I'm going to delete specific one, that specific one is going to delete, which we have right now. So, but just example that if you have multiple resources and you want to delete one specific resource, how you can delete that? To delete that one, you need to mention the target. So after Terraform destroy, we have to mention the target. In target, what we have to mention? We have to mention the resource type dot local name. With the help of resource type dot local name, system can identify which specific resource we have to delete. So if you have multiple resources, definitely local name is unique. Yeah, resource type can be same, but local name is unique for every single resource. It can't be same. So with the help of this one, system will delete that specific resource which we are going to mark as target. So copy this one, paste it. They are destroying. We have to type as yes. Then we are able to destroy that specific source. So if you want to delete a specific resource with the help of target, we can delete the specific resource. Also, if you want to delete all the resources, you can delete all the resources also. Just by using Terraform destroy. For specific one, we have to give the target. Now, any question anyone have? please let me know or we'll move forward. Guys, if you have any question, you can ask your question. No one is stopping you to ask question, and might be that will become your interview question, the question which you have in your mind. So don't hesitate to ask your questions. Okay. No questions? And about Terraform state file, we have already discussed it. While teaching that particular topic, we have already discussed it. What is this terraform.ts state file and terraform.ts state.backup. So we have a specific PPT also, but we don't need to discuss anymore. The only thing is, it is not recommended. It is recommended not to edit that particular state. So make sure we are not going to manually edit that particular. You can do that also, this particular file, but it is not recommended. In our upcoming session, I'm going to show you if we edit that particular file, what will happen, how we can progress if we edit that particular file, but it is not recommended. So with this, what I'm going to do it is I'm going to end this session here. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about desired and current state, create security group, authentication configuration. What is this authentication configuration? Right now, when we have created our provider file in previous session, we have mentioned our access key and secret key like this. Is it a good way to provide like publicly like this? Access key and secret key? No, it's not a good way. And in organization, we are not providing our access key and secret key. We have some other way we are providing the access key and secret key. So no one can see that particular access key and secret. So we are not going to provide access key and secret key like this. So how to provide? With the help of this particular topic, we are going to. Then we have some other topics, cross-resource attribute, output values, Terraform variables. We are going to continue with some more topics in tomorrow session. And with this, we have completed the demo sessions. From tomorrow's session, only paid candidates can join this particular training. So anyone wants to ask any question, you can ask, or we can end the session here now. Okay, no one is raising hands, so no one has any question. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. If you are going to pay the fees, so we'll see in the tomorrow session. Thank you.